What up, though? It's your boy Danye BC2N. We gonna get right into the video. Y'all already read the caption, so y'all already know what we about to get into. This girl had a one night stand, and she popped up pregnant. So let's see what's going on.
Right, she look cute, right? Yeah. All right, so tell me about this one night stand.
Okay, so it was last Halloween, last year. At the time, I was working at a sports bar, type of bar where, you know, your breasts are out, your butt is out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I had a coworker there, and she had a boyfriend. So the boyfriend had a friend, which was Xavier.
Yeah.
And so after I got off my shift, we all decided to go out and have a good time, went bar hopping.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the night, they left, and I offered to take Xavier home. And that is how that happened. And that's how we're
one
here.
thing in it. Okay, you're like, and that's how we're here.
Yeah.
You told my producers though that you blocked Xavier. What happened?
I did. So at the time, like, I was just so tired of platonic relationships. I grew up without a dad.
Yeah.
And it led me to so much toxic relationships. And so I blocked Xavier because I was just tired of repeating those cycles with myself. So I quit my jobs. I quit the sports.
All right, so she's working at a sports bar. Her friend, who has a boyfriend, came through. The friend's boyfriend had a friend. That's where Xavier comes into play. And she gives it up first night. She was the one who offered to take him home. So it's not like Xavier was the one who, really set this play in motion. She did. She offered to take him home, and they hit, and she blocked him. And of course, she brings up her daddy issues, but excuses already coming out. But that's where we at so far.
I blocked Xavier because I didn't want any guy using me for sex.
Yeah.
And I felt like that's where that was going.
Yeah. Smart.
You offer to take him home, but he's using you for sex.
So when did you find out you?
And what else would he have used you for if you offer to take him home and he hit first night? I don't know.
You're pregnant.
End of December, I had, been in encounters with multiple other guys.
Yeah.
Not one night stands per se, but like just how many guys I was involved with. I just didn't think I could get pregnant, especially from a one night stand. I'm not used to one night stands.
Yeah. So you're like, this could happen.
Yeah.
And so when did you tell Xavier? Because you found out in December.
So I unblocked him immediately when, I found out, because when I found out that I was pregnant, my mind immediately knew that it was Xavier.
Yeah.
So I knew that I needed to unblock him. So I did unblock him, but turns out he was in Hawaii. So
he moved or was visiting?
He was visiting.
Okay,
he was visiting.
Got it.
And so from there, I was just trying to build a friendship until he got back. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know.
She was trying to build a friendship until he got back from Hawaii. She's capping. Anybody can see she's capping. Like, don't let the face and you know what I mean, the eyes fool you. She's capping. You didn't tell him you was pregnant. You was pregnant because you was scared he might book a trip to stay down in Hawaii forever. You know what I mean? You try to keep it on a low till he got back, so you know what I mean, he can really face that. So yeah, don't try to act like, oh, I wanted just to be friends till he got back. No. You was trying to hide it so you can throw it in his face once he touches back down.
What I was doing. And so I waited for him to get back. The very next day he got back to Texas, I told him that I was pregnant.
Got it. And when you finally told him, what did he say?
He wanted me to have an abortion. And I don't judge Xavier for that, because when I initially found out that I was pregnant, I scheduled an abortion.
Yeah.
And no one knew. But I knew that I had to tell my mom, just because I didn't feel right if I were to have an abortion.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, and she just was my support the entire way. She immediately told me, don't do that. There are other options. Despite the circumstances, I did let her know this was a one night stand. I do not know him.
Yeah.
But my mom supported me.
Got it. And that's good. Yeah, great mom. So he said to have the abortion, and you said no. Did he ghost you, or did he stay around? What did he do?
It wasn't too long, less than a month. We were in a little bit of communication with each other. From that point, we've only met once. I've only seen his face once, and I was intoxicated. We don't know each other.
Anywhere. Yeah.
Right. So from there, he told me, hey, okay, you know what? Let's meet up. I'm tired of doing this on phone stuff. I sent him a text message saying, okay, next week I can do. I told him the days that I can meet up with him. And from there, I did not hear from him.
Wow. How did that make you feel after?
So he was one who offered to meet up, and She's saying now he ghosted her.
You ghosted him because I know you don't know him; he's a stranger. But you kind of felt like maybe we're in communication, we can meet up. You know,
it hurt. I
Yeah.
didn't like it, but at the same time, I knew that there was a bigger picture, and I had to be strong. I couldn't put my energy and my focus
Amen.
towards that.
Amen.
I
Yeah.
had to be strong for my baby.
Yeah. Because your physical and mental health was most important. You carrying the child. Yeah. So why are you sure that Xavier could be the father?
There is no other chance. Like
No
I
other
said, right after me and him had that encounter, from there, I completely was slowly, of course, I didn't do a 180 overnight, but slowly but surely, I was changing my life around. And I know that I know this is Xavier's child.
Yeah. Okay. I always have to ask this. What will you do if the results come back that he's not the father?
I mean, like I said, this is his child.
Yeah, you know.
But I mean, I don't know what I would do. I mean, it's going to be shocking because I'm like, okay, well, what's going on?
What's going on? Yeah,
what's going on? But this is his
I never heard come out her mouth yet. Y'all let me know if y'all heard this. That he was the only person she slept with during this period of time. I know she's saying she's changing her life around and things of that nature, but she never said, I know for sure this is Xavier's because he's the only one I slept with. She never said that.
child.
My producer told me that you did meet up with Xavier last night.
Yes.
And you two fell back into old patterns.
Yes. Yes.
She let him hit again. She let him hit again. Xavier, I listen, I don't know. Right now it's 50-50. I don't know if it's your kid or not. You hit, so there's a good chance it's your kid. But she just, I don't know it. I mean, does Xavier got game like that? You know what I mean? Is Xavier really that bull that he can just be hitting it every time he just looks at her? Or is she easy? I don't know. It's 50-50 right now. I think that this is a chance that it definitely could not be Xavier's kid. Because it sounds like she's an easy going girl, if you know what I'm saying.
I know. He did. We initially didn't go to the room together, but he did come over.
Got it.
Yes.
Has he met or seen the baby?
No, he has not seen it. He didn't want to see a picture just because he wants to know that he knows that this is his child.
Before he gets
and he says he doesn't want to have that emotional attachment because he had been through this with someone else where someone else had lied to him and told him that she was pregnant.
So he hasn't even seen a picture?
No picture.
No picture.
No
wow.
picture.
So with y'all cooking up last night, could there be something more that could happen? Like, is he in a relationship?
No, from what I know, no. And we did have this talk. I told him that I really just want to be there for Kaden. I feel like co-parenting.
Yeah.
I really just feel like if we try to build something, I don't feel like right now that we're in a place where it's going to be healthy.
Got it.
Just where
And this is where that selfishness comes from. This is where that, like, she hasn't said nothing that she doesn't really like about him. She's just saying like she barely even knows him. That, I mean, she has to be attracted to the guy. She keeps sleeping with him every time she looks at him. And it's like, why wouldn't you try to build something for the kid so they can be in a household with two people? Like, that's my idea. It's like, can you at least try? Like, nowadays, women they think the kid's theirs and like they all just think in a selfish way. No, because I feel like we're both not in a good space. Because what? Make it work. Make it happen. I mean, Bruh doesn't seem like he's running from it. He's at this show. Like I said, he looks like he wants to be there. He's asking questions about the kid. He said he wants to make sure it's his kid before he really gets attached because it happened to him before. So it sounds like he's trying to see what's going on, and it sounds like they could possibly work things out. But the fact that she went automatically to no, come on.
I'm at mentally. I need to really just be here for Kaden and focus on building myself up.
Got it. Okay. Well, I think it's time to hear what Xavier has to say about this. So everyone, please welcome Xavier to the show. So Xavier, what do you have to say about what you just heard?
It's 100% accurate. It's just the ghosting part.
Yeah. Okay.
So the reason why I did what I did because previous, she told me she was pregnant. I said, okay, all right, I'm gonna have my first child. She asked for money, I give it to her, support, and then she
she left that part out. You was asking him for money, and he sent it. Let's keep going.
Just,
But I feel like in that moment, we could have at least moved forward with at least saying, hey, like, can we at least do a paternity test? Or I just feel like instead of ghosting, there could have been something for you to be there for me instead of you just completely walking out.
nah, it was about how you went about it though. It's
So
about
how did I go about it?
it's about how you communicated to me.
Because
you
the
just
first
told me
thing that I
straight up-
sent you was an ultrasound. I sent you 2 ultrasounds, and then I asked for money, but that was like a month and a half later.
Yeah, but at the time I'm confused because I didn't want to go through the same thing I went through before. You feel me? It's just the you asking for money part. It's just.
So why did the money part throw you? I know you said that before another woman had did this to you, but why did that throw you? Because I think, well, the reason I'm asking that question, because whatever this lesson is for you, that you are experiencing, maybe someone else at home is experiencing that and can maybe make a different choice.
So like I said, how she broke it down to me, she was like, you can just financially be there without physically
But
being
going
there.
back, before money was in the...
You can financially be there without physically being there? So can you send me money? Yeah, you're bugging.
I've been buying things which hasn't been the easiest. If you want to Zelle this number or Apple Pay me, help financially support our child, that would be very much appreciated. And then you say Happy Father's Day.
So before the money thing, before asking for money from March to May, before even money was brought, because I knew not to ask him for money initially.
Yeah.
So before even asking for money, why from March to May, we couldn't figure something out there when I sent you those ultrasounds?
Yeah. So did you tell him about the phone call we had when you first called him?
What was the phone call? Tell me.
When she first told me that she was pregnant?
Yeah.
When she told me that I didn't have to physically be there, just financially just support him. And then I didn't agree with that. I was like, if I'm gonna have a son, I'm gonna be in his life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go both ways. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a class that.
I feel like I didn't just ask you for money initially, and I do have the phone call recorded. I didn't just ask you for money initially.
She got receipts.
I do. Because I knew that this was his kid.
Yeah.
I was scared. I didn't know him from a can of paint, so I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So, like I said, I understand the shock. I don't judge you for wanting me to have an abortion. That was my first thing. That was my first initial.
Is there a result?
There was like...
No, so you like why?
I wanted to know on paper that he's mine.
Yeah, before you see.
Before I
so
see
you
him.
haven't caught one glimpse of the child, anything?
So bruh sounds like he wants to be there if the kid is his. A lot of back and forth going on before the baby, but I want to see if they have the results. That's all I care about right now.
You gonna try to have a relationship?
Yeah.
Just like...
This is your truth to open, not mine. So here you go.
Uh-oh. Here we
Xavier, like I said, I don't judge you for what you did. I'm very forgiving. I forgive you. I just wish you would have been there for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Like I said at the time, I was confused, and I'm going to make it up to you.
Open
and I hope that he's
the
mine
DNA thing.
Thank you.
for not being.
Xavier, Kaden is your biological son.
All right, so he is the father, which at least we know who the father is now, which is a good thing. I feel like this is a great video to react to because I think this is the reality in some people's life. I ain't gonna say in most people's life. In some people's life, this is the reality. But it's good to know somebody actually knows their biological father because there's a lot of baby kids out here running around not knowing who their true father is. And hopefully they work. Hopefully they work out. It does sound like he said he'll make up for whatever he's done wrong. She sounds like that. Hopefully hopefully she will be willing to accept them, and they can figure out how to raise a healthy baby and hopefully be both together while doing it, because we all know the benefits of having a 2-parent household. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, man. I'm gonna see y'all in the next vid.